This is Sigma Universe. Sigma Male, Sigma World, Sigma Race. Today's Pride Month. Now, I've been hearing a lot about, in the Sigma Male community about trans men, and a big debate is if trans men are Sigma males. Now, short answer is no. They can't. Think about it. What is a trans man, right? So it's a man born in a woman's body, right? So, and they feel dysphoria and everything. So, like, they're buying into the desire, right? So if a Sigma male was born in a woman's body, the Sigma male would be unfazed by the dysphoria or anything. The dysphoria would not affect the Sigma male. Nothing would affect the Sigma male. There would be no reason for the Sigma male to transition. It would be a waste of time. So, I don't understand how a trans man can be a Sigma male. And like, you guys keep, like, a lot of people keep saying this, right? Like, trans men can be Sigma males. Like, the answer's no. The answer, like, there's no way. And there's a few stuff like the trans people say as well. Like they say like genders on a spectrum, which I don't really get that, because if you think about like video games, you have like experience points, so you can be like on level 2 and you have like 526 experience points. You can be on like level 3 and you have like 728 experience points or something like that, right? But like you're still on level 3, If you're on like level 2 and you have 999 experience points, then you're still on level 2, right? So why can't we do like make like a system like that, right? So like even if it's on a spectrum, it can still be like we want to have like for the like non-binaries as well, right? Like in the middle, right? So like let's say a male is like level 1 and then non-binary is like a level 2, and then like females like level 3, right? And then like if you have like 0 to 100 experience points, 100 experience points, then you're like male, and then like 100 to 150 you're like a non-binary, and then 150 to 200 you're like a female, right? Like that system works a lot better than like because they'll be like, oh, there's an infinite number of genders, like that doesn't work, Like you can say in the video games that there's like an infinite number of levels, but there isn't. Like if you have 525 or if you have 524 XP, you're still level 2, I think that's good. They say sex is on the spectrum as well, which I mean, okay, same logic applies, but okay, like you can be like more male and more female and stuff, like I didn't really get it at first, because they said they didn't say like sex is on a spectrum. They said like there's more than 2 sexes, and I was thinking about like the trunk people in Rick and Morty, like I was thinking it was gonna be like a completely separate like biological mechanism to like have sex with both like penises and vaginas at the same time, like somehow, like trunk people in Rick and Morty, So yeah, I guess there's a lot of things they say, but a lot of stuff's true, and you seriously got it. Like you guys in the Sigma community, honestly, some of you, like what's you guys don't take this seriously, but let me educate, right? Let me educate you. 41% of trans people commit suicide. That's almost 1 in 2, right? 41%. And it's because of like you misgendering, and it's because you're using the wrong pronouns. It's because you're using like the he him pronouns when like she has she her pronouns. It's like when you use the he him pronouns when they have the the they them pronouns. It's like when you call them a man but like really they're a woman. It's stuff like that, you know. And like studies have shown, like, because you guys, like, some of you will say, oh, they're mentally ill because they have such a high suicide rate, and like, you know, like, you might say that, oh, it doesn't change anything if I bully them or if I don't. But you know, studies have shown, right, that if you put if you like use the right pronouns for like a trans person, like the right pronouns, the right gender, you give them like the hormones, you like give them the surgeries to, like, you know, chop off stuff and like put stuff on, whatever, I don't know what they do. If you give that to trans people, they'll have the normal suicide rate of the population. Like, seriously, like it will go from half to whatever the normal suicide rate. Like, you guys have to see the studies. It's serious. Like, this is some serious shit, you know. And then like you guys, because like the trans people, they'll call you Nazis, right? And you guys are like, oh no, you know, we're not Nazis. That's ridiculous. But you know what? Like, if you really think about it, like if you really look at history, I think you really are Nazis, you know. Because, you know, if you think about Hitler, right? You think Hitler would have used the right pronouns? You think Hitler would have like cared about the genders and the trans people and stuff? You know, it's a common, this is a main history fact, right, for you. It's an important history fact for you, right? Hitler burned the books of a trans scientist. You know, like that like you're on the level of Hitler if you're like using the wrong pronouns, and if you're rejecting the science, the trans science, then you're like Hitler. Like, it's not just, oh, just because I don't kill Jews, that means that I'm not like it. You know, it doesn't work like that, you know. Like, if you're transphobic, then you're basically a Nazi. Like, you know, you know what I'm saying? No, like, it's really serious stuff. Like, I was in a Discord server, and I knew a trans woman, like, really well, right? And like, I had conversations with her, and but the rest of the server was like, they just kept bullying him, right? They kept calling him by the wrong pronouns, right? Because he wanted to be called by a she her pronouns, right? And they were like calling him, you know, he him pronouns, you know, that kind of stuff. They were saying he was a man when, you know, he was a woman. A trans woman, they were saying she was a man. They were saying, you know, you will never be a woman, that kind of stuff, right? And then he kept venting to me, paragraphs and paragraphs, more and more and more. He just kept venting and venting and venting, right? Until one day he just said, you know, it's over, it's done, and he just disappeared, man. Like, you know, there's serious consequences to your actions, you know. If you like use the wrong pronouns and shit, you know, that's fucked. Like, I think you need to get this mindset right in your head, right? That like every time you use the wrong pronouns for like a trans person dies. There, like every single time. If I say he and I'm supposed to say she, boom, trans person dies. Boom, trans person dies. Boom, trans person dies. Boom, like that's what you got to get in your heads. This is serious stuff, you know. You know what like 41% is? You know, there's like millions of trans people in the world, man. Like 41% killing themselves. That's probably like 1 every second of it. Imagine that. That's like 1 every second. You know, so it's probably even like faster than you can say the, you know, the mean words and shit. Like this is serious fucking shit, you know. Yeah, I hope you come out of this video just like, you know, with a different perspective, taking this stuff more seriously. Because it's, you know, people are dying, man. Alright. This has been Sigma Universe, Sigma Male, Sigma World, Sigma Race.